Hey, it's the Empire. Don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the bell icon for more videos. We taking over. Let's go, champ. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button right now. Let's go.
Hey, it's the Empire, Geobox Empire, Box for Boxing. Now, my boy, man, Errol the Truth Spence, man. Man. You know, IBF champion, WBC champion, superstar boxer. You know, when he was coming up, he got a lot of criticism of who he fought, and this guy, he was a hype job. He was overrated. He didn't prove anything. You know, the guys he beat has-beens, right? Right, when he beat Chris Algieri, he stopped Chris Algieri when Manny Pacquiao could not stop Chris Algieri. Right, when he fought Bundu, he stopped Bundu when Keith Thurman couldn't stop Bundu. And I can go on and on about Errol Spence beating fighters worse than the champions could beat him. That being said, man, you know, before the final test, which was KELL BROOK, him traveling to the UK and fighting KELL BROOK in his home country was a really big deal. And finally, you know, when Errol Spence Jr. went to the UK and fought KELL BROOK, that was an extremely big fight, man. It was an extremely big fight. You know, the biggest fight in not just Errol Spence Jr.'s career, but at the time, KELL BROOK wouldn't know, but that was the biggest fight of his career in his weight class, bar none, right? So that being said, man, Errol Spence, man, he gets a W. He stops KELL BROOK, but after he stops KELL BROOK, years later, man, KELL BROOK has been building himself back up. He's been getting win after win, slowly but surely, right? And now he's gonna fight Terrence Bud Crawford. The fact of the matter is, Errol, he's mad. He's like, whoa. I beat that guy. That guy's talking all this trash, man, F that guy. I beat him. Why is everyone hyped about this guy? He already lost. He's not the champ no more. I'm the champ now. People are going to respect me because in the way up, they didn't respect me. They did not respect my book. They didn't respect me. So, you know, Errol Spence Jr., man, let's get in some quotes, man. He didn't say any names, but we all know who he's talking about. My boy, KELL BROOK. Now, I'm going to get into some quotes, man. This is exactly what Errol Spence Jr. said via Twitter. He says, and I quote, "If you lost your belt, stop talking everywhere like he's still the champ." Right? Now, who is he talking to around his weight class who lost the belt but still talking like he's the champ? No other than Special K Brook. It has to be. And Errol Spence Jr., he knows the greatness of KELL BROOK, because when KELL BROOK was undefeated, or when he only took one L to Triple G at middleweight, when he came back down in weight, he was still the number one welterweight in the division. That's how they promote the fight. They promote the fight as KELL BROOK being the number one welterweight, right? The number one fighter above Keith one-time Thurman, right? Who was fighting everyone at the time. Bigger than Manny Pacquiao, bigger than anyone. He was the alpha omega. And Errol Spence is supposed to inherit that win, and he's supposed to inherit that title. But my boy KELL BROOK, man, he still got the swag, man. He's still talking like he that guy. Confidence boost initiated, man. KELL BROOK, he seems like he's himself again, man. He got a couple wins ever since Errol Spence Jr. There are 3 wins, right? So, you know, one was Michael Zarefa, Mark DeLuca, and Stare Robchenka. I can't pronounce that. Forgive me for mispronouncing those names, but he got 3 W's since then, man. And, you know, this is his time. Now, KELL BROOK, believe it or not, he's scheduled to fight my boy, Terrence Bud Crawford. The widely considered number 1 pound for pound fighter, the only man to have all 4 titles in the lightweight division, and God knows how long, you know, had all 4 titles, right? Something that Floyd Mayweather never did in his whole career. He had all the titles, right? Floyd Mayweather has gotten a lot of titles in his career, but he's never been the undisputed champion and had all 4 titles. He's never done that before. Terrence Crawford has. And this fight is scheduled for November 14th, right? If you actually look on BoxRec, you can see it. KELL BROOK, Terrence Crawford, they're scheduled, baby. It's official, right? Now, this is a really big deal because, like I said, man, the accolades of Terrence Bud Crawford, is it higher than Errol Spence. A lot of people like to talk about how Errol Spence is so accomplished at welterweight. Oh, he's unified at welterweight. Oh, he's fought in so many elite level fighters. That may be true, but if you actually look at the whole resume of Terrence Crawford, he's done things that are historic, right? Just getting off 4 titles in itself. I don't care who you beat. I don't care if you beat the janitor. That's historic, right? That's why Terrence Crawford is held in such high regard, and he's going to continue to be until he takes an L, right? He's a multi-division world champion, right? My boy Errol Spence Jr., phenomenal fighter. Maybe the competition is tougher at welterweight, but he's only a unified champion. He only has 2 titles, right? There's still a lot more work to get done, right? Manny Pacquiao still a WBA champion, and Terrence Bud Crawford is still a WBO champion. So he has 2 of the 4 titles. That being said, if Kell Brook beats Terrence Crawford, that's gonna elevate Kell Brook to a level above Errol Spence, because Terrence Crawford accomplished so much in his career, so many divisions, so many elite level opposition, that it's gonna tower over Errol Spence Jr. It's gonna be a comeback story. And you know, I mean, let's be honest, Errol Spence seems like he's a little upset. He's a little mad. My boy Errol's a little mad. He's like, man, hey, whoa, I beat that guy. I'm the truth. You know, Kell Brook's a phenomenal fighter, and I think Errol Spence Jr. knows how good and tough of a fighter Kell Brook is. In the ring, he said Kell Brook's a lot more tougher than he thought. He said he hit a lot harder than he thought, and he had to be a lot more cautious, and he had to basically break him down before he started really going in Kell Brook. That being said, I think Errol Spence Jr. knows how tough Kell Brook is, and he has a really good chance of winning this fight. The reason why Errol Spence is getting hype on Kell Brook and saying, why are you getting all hype? Why are you still talking like you're champ, you're not the champ? Is because he knows if Kell Brook comes in with the right mindset and with the right game plan, he could pull this upset off with Terrence Crawford. Now, this is a really big uphill to climb for Kell Brook. I'm not gonna talk past Terrence Crawford because Terrence Crawford has fought fighters who are faster than him, like when he fought Amir Khan, or when he fought Yuriorkis Gamboa in his prime when he was undefeated, right? He's fought fighters who basically came out of nowhere, who are KG veterans, right? Think Julius Ndongo. He knocked out a undefeated Russian fighter. Then he basically embarrassed Ricky Burns in his home country, dropping him multiple times, right? I mean, I can go on and on breaking down Terrence Crawford's whole career. He beat Victor Postal. I mean, I can keep going on and on. Beat Jeff Horn. I mean, I can keep going on and on about the different styles that Terrence Crawford fought. With all that being said, man, you know, Terrence Crawford, we already know who he is. But sometimes people, they look to the present and they forgot about the past. And the past was Kell Brook. Kell Brook was the guy. He was the guy. And you know, this is going to be a really big deal, man. The fight is right around the corner. It's basically a month and a half away, and this is this is going to be a bar burner, man. Understand that this fight's going to be in a studio, most likely in Vegas. In the UK, they had an explosion of COVID-19 cases after the Eddie Hearn event. It was wild stuff, man. So they're not going to be fighting in the UK. It's going to be in America, which is going to make this extremely exciting. So we're going to see how this whole thing plays out, man. My boy Errol Spence, though, he has a lot to say about Kell Brook. We all know who he's going for. I actually don't know yet. We'll see if he comes out and says who he thinks he's going to win the fight. But he doesn't like that Kell Brook acting like he didn't take that L to him. He's acting like, hey, man, you should be down and out. Why are you still here? I thought I destroyed you. Kell Brook, man, back from the dead, man. Get back from the dead. Let me know how you guys feel about it, though. Like, comment, subscribe. This is the Empire. Geoboxing Empire. Peace. Geoboxing Empire.